Welcome to part 3 of Severe Weather Awareness Week. We are in the heart of the Severe Weather Awareness Week here in the state of Michigan, and we are doing our best here at Michigan Storm Chasers to push content out to you guys who may not be as knowledgeable on how to prepare, plan, and stay safe in the event of severe weather. So, part 1 was about reading your SPC outlook about severe weather, which is currently what you're seeing on your screen. Part 2 was more so about the storm preparation timeline, when you should be taking your precautions or your preparedness plans, and also just kind of an overview of what you could do to identify shelter and safety locations in the event you're at home or at public, at school, whatever the case is. But this video, we're going to jump into ways to receive alerts. Now, a lot of people ask us what apps there are, what weather radios we recommend. Does my phone send alerts? We're going to go over all that. Okay. So this is going to be video number 3 of the week. We are going to be looking at 4 or 5 different things, at least 4. Okay. The easiest way to get alerts about severe weather and tornado warnings is going to be sent to your phone. If you have a smartphone, an Apple phone, iPhone, or an Android phone. All right. I have an iPhone, an Apple iPhone. I have the 13 Pro Max here. I got it right here. So what you're going to do is go to your smartphone. Now I'll drop a link for the Android guide in the description below. So if you have an Apple, follow along with me. If you have an Android, check out that link now and then come back to the video and watch the rest of the video. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into this. So take your iPhone. You're going to go to your settings app. And then at the one of the very top, for me, it's the 6 bar down, 5th bar down. Nope, 6 bar down. Hit your notifications tab. And that's going to bring up another list of options. You're going to want to scroll, at least for me, I got to scroll all the way down to the very bottom. You're going to have a section for government alerts, amber, emergency, public safety, and test alerts. Okay. The one you're going to want to turn on is emergency alerts. You're going to click that. You're going to flip it to on if it is not on already. You can also toggle your local awareness. So if you, depending on where you're at, like if you're at home, if you're on the road, if you're visiting family and friends in another state, your emergency alerts, if you have local awareness tab on, it'll sound wherever you are based on your GPS location. So if that's on, there you go. You have a way to receive warnings. Now, I want to make a distinction here. I believe the NWS, over the course of the last year or two, has shrunk their EAS alerts. So the EAS is what triggers this to go off. So any tornado warning you have in the state or around you in your local area is going to sound off on this. Okay. That's guaranteed. But for severe warnings, there are certain levels now of severe warnings. So for the EAS alert system to alert to your phone, it will likely need to be what they call a destructive or a considerable severe thunderstorm. Your typical radar indicated hail or wind is not going to sound this off unless it's like 70-mile-per-hour winds plus, I think, or maybe 80 actually. It's got to be a higher end severe thunderstorm warning to trigger your phone EAS alert. Okay, just want to make the note there that sometimes if it's a lower end warning, you may not get the push notification for that. Okay, I believe they changed that in the past year or so. But all tornado warnings will be sent to your phones. Whether it's going to be confirmed or radar indicated, they will be sent. All right. Android will be in the description below for you guys to follow along with that, but that is the iPhone. So second way to receive warnings is if you're at home or your office or your work, if they allow it, take $35 out of your paycheck and invest in your safety. That's all I can say. I have one sitting on my desk here. I also have one we're going to give away here pretty soon. It is a Midland WR120. It is a NOAA weather radio from Midland. You can buy it at Walmart, Meijer, Kroger, Amazon. They should all be in stock at those locations. Kroger may not be one to look for your first choice, but I know a few local Krogers do sell these. The main thing I'd say is go to Amazon and get yourself an Amazon or get yourself a Midland WR120. What that's going to do, I have one here on my desk. What that's going to do is you can set your time, your alerts. You can set it customizable for your county. Surrounding counties might be alert for storms around you. And you can set the type of alerts. You can set any warning, it can be flood warning, a blizzard warning, winter storm warning. It will sound off. Now, give me a second here. I can actually toggle through this and I'll give you the example of what it will sound like. Here it is. It's very loud and obnoxious, and it's meant to be loud and obnoxious, but that is the tone that's going to go off whenever a warning is issued for your county. It's great. Set it up, battery powered. You can plug it into a wall. It's highly customizable. You can also buy ones that vibrate, that light up. You don't want the sound if you're deaf. You can also buy ones that are made for you. Okay. Um, so, with that being said, that is option number two. And I suggest everybody who takes their severe weather seriously, if you're watching this video, I assume you take it seriously. I would highly, highly recommend spending 35 bucks and getting one. Okay. There's also other options you can get from Midland as well on Amazon. You got the emergency crank radio as well. I know it's kind of hard to see with my green screen behind me, but it's a little red kind of portable one. But the one that I use here at the house is a WR120. And again, I'll link everything I'm talking about in the description in the video below, or the description below. So you guys can click those links and see the sources that we recommend getting them from. So that is way number two. Option number three is your another phone. If you don't want your emergency alert system to be on your phone, you have something that we call the Red Cross emergency app. Now you can download that app. It's from the Red Cross. I'm not familiar with this app, but I know some of our staff is. I know Joel recommends it. I know a lot of official government agencies around, like the local areas around Michigan, do suggest getting this app for your phone. It's similar to your EAS alerts. It'll just sound off anytime a warning is issued. I don't know how customizable it is, but I do know that it is a very highly recommended app in terms of severe weather alerts. And then the final way that we're going to talk about is a way that you guys need to be aware of, okay? Sirens. Now, this is a misconception. Outdoor tornado sirens are for outdoor use only. They are not meant to be heard indoors. Okay. I'm going to stress that again. Outdoor tornado sirens are not meant to be heard indoors. They are not meant to wake you up. They are not meant to be heard from your house. They are meant for outdoor activities only. Okay. So it's not a reliable source to receive any warnings of tornadoes in your area. Also, it depends on your county, in your principal or your municipal. It depends on your county you're in as well, and also in those counties, some local areas in those counties don't really coordinate well. Some counties will activate their sirens if there's a warning issued. Period. Others will wait until they spy a tornado to issue their warning. So again, it's hit or miss across the state. Okay, it's not just one uniform sirens go off anytime a warning is issued. No, it's nothing like that. Some counties are like that. Most counties are not like that. But the overall gist from this is don't rely on these. But if you are outdoors, especially in more populated areas, you're likely going to have a siren nearby you. Okay, it's not going to be guaranteed you will, because I know there's a lot of gaps here in the sirens across Michigan. But overall, if you are outdoors in a bigger city, you will likely have tornado sirens that will sound in the event of tornado warnings, or if something is hazardous coming your way. So that's the way number four. You can receive warnings, but overall, this is not one that we recommend to rely on. All right. So with that being said, those are four ways you can receive warnings: your phone, a weather radio, tornado sirens, or the Red Cross emergency app. I will link everything that we talked about in the description below for you to check out, including the Android step-by-step guide to get yourself set up with emergency alerts in your phone. With that being said, this is part three. Next part, we're going to go ahead and jump into what you're going to do as soon as an alert comes through. Okay. With that being said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys at part 4.